Hey everyone, welcome back to OCD Recovery's YouTube channel, where today I'm going to talk about a topic that unfortunately it's already gained so much traction. It's already causing so many problems in the youth. This is primarily going to be geared towards 15 to 30-year-olds. When you meet people over their 40s and you show them individuals that these people are following, they kind of laugh because they think it's kind of comical. But unfortunately, when you're really young, if I was at that age right now, I would really look up to these people. It doesn't mean they don't make a lot of great points. A lot of them do, but you have to be careful. And that is this lock-in culture of work. Nothing matters. Sacrifice it all. No children. Once again, you don't have to have kids. I'm just giving an example. No children. No going out. No drinking. Nothing. You're locked in. No girlfriend. No sex. And how this is really not a good way to live your life, in my opinion. So before I go any further, please subscribe, hit that like button down below. Again, it seems very empowering when you're living a life like this, but I promise you right now, as people get older, as they realize that they're lonely, even if it works, see if they make millions of dollars, which these people make it out to be like it's so easy to make millions of dollars. It's not. It's not easy to do that whatsoever. I am going to name drop in this video for one example because I do think it's a very important example, not to take away from either of these people. I'm going to open up with that example. So a lot of younger people follow Alex Hormozi. I think Alex Hormozi is a very poor influence on young men for the most part. If they ever found nothing against you, Alex, I just think this idea of like sacrifice it all and don't have any fun. And it's a, it's a transactional relationship between me and my... fuck that. I don't want to live my life like that. If you want to live your life like that, it's great. But the cons are way more than the pros. And we just have to be realistic. So Hormozi was on Tom Bilyeu, I think it's Mind Theory, who was one of the four guys that sold the Quest company, Quest bars. And he looked at Tom and he said, it was the best thing anyone's ever said I saw in a video to Alex. And he said, well, dude, you sold a company for $1 billion. You could just do it again. And I believe that Tom said, no, it definitely doesn't work like that. Alex said, yes, it does. It's like, no, it doesn't. And he goes, it's luck. And it is. It's just luck. There are so many people, sure, hard work, dedication. It's 95% luck and timing. There are so many people that have great voices, but the luck between finding the right manager, have the right sound at the right time in history. No one else has that sound. Them having all the other things to just come together. No one wants to, it's just hard work and persistence. No, it's not. There are a lot of people that work really hard and they persist and they're never going to make over 100 grand their entire life. There are tens and tens of millions of people worldwide, probably a couple 100 million people worldwide, or even a billion people, 100 million to 200 million people worldwide that do that. That will never make over 100 grand a year, ever. It doesn't mean you can't strive, but you got to hear the reality of it. And then Tom said to him, it just doesn't really work like that. There's so much luck involved and so much timing. And I don't think Alex liked that answer because it's the truth. And it's hard when you believe so deeply in something and you've achieved something. It's so easy to think, like it's for me when I'm working with people, I'm like, why can't they just see it? I have to remind myself because it's not that easy to see it. It's not that easy to apply the tools. You didn't listen. You were very arrogant. You had a lot of problems. So the amount of young men I work with who are like, yeah, there's no point in having a girlfriend. There's no point of doing this. I'm just going to work 24/7. I'm going to work on Christmas. I'm going to work on my birthday. Look, there's nothing inherently wrong with any of that. I work more than most people. It's a personal choice. It's also very tiring. It's also very hard. And there's a lot of sacrifice. But I also love having sex, love partying, love going out, love having fun with balance. I think Ray Dalio's book Principle explains this the best. And if you ever read the books on the reading list first, but if you ever get to that book, he talks about that when he was building Bridgewater, how they had this like fun, communal, just such a good time, hanging out, building relationships, maybe getting a little bit too drunk, traveling. And look at what they built. It's not these kids nowadays. And first of all, a lot of great things are built in a business. They're not built by themselves. That's the big problem when you're listening to these so-called experts on money. They're talking to you as they almost never explain to you about building something great with other people. It's about like you. I'm going to lock in. I'm going to do it. You're not really going to achieve much as a single person. Most people don't. Most great things are from camaraderie in a team over an extended period of time with a lot of monotonous, boring work a lot of repetitive work, a lot of consistency, a lot of problem solving, and then having fun. Having fun. So we have to be really realistic about this. And this is a very hard topic to talk about because people get so gung-ho about this. They're like, no, this is the way it is, and I'm going to be this way. And again, if I was that age, I more than likely would have thought the same thing. But you got to be realistic about this rigidity in the way that you work. There's nothing wrong with wanting to work a certain way, but if you're trying to lock in and not experience anything, you're really going to miss out on a lot of things in life. And that's going to be very sad when you get older. It's just sad. So, Phil with OCDrecovery.com. Not a long video today, but something really important I wanted to talk about. Hope to hear from you soon. If you're struggling with this, please come in. We can please help you break this down. You don't have to change the way you work. It's usually the beliefs behind it, per se, that are a problem. And then we'll go from there. And I'm telling you, a lot of young people have this problem, and it fuels a lot of perfectionism and OCD and anxiety. So, enjoy the rest of your day.